Welcome to English News Service ENS. Today's date 17 September Friday. Varsha Ritu Shukla Pach Bhadrapad Tithi Dwadasi from 7:09 am. Vikram Samvat 2078 according to Purimat calendar Ujjain. Today's top news. First, India's COVID-19 vaccination coverage crosses 77 crore landmark milestone. More than 57 lakh 11,000 vaccine doses were administered yesterday. Second, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman will chair the 45th meeting of the Goods and Service Tax (GST) Council in Lucknow on 17 September Friday. Finance ministers from all states will attend the meeting. Third, CPI leader, former JNU Students' Union President Kanhaiya Kumar meets Rahul Gandhi, likely to join Congress. The Congress had been in political wilderness in Bihar for the past 3 decades. The Congress could win only 19 of the 70 seats it contested. Fourth, National Aerospace Laboratories NAL, a part of the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research CSIR, has adopted the SALT system solution to design civil aircraft in the country. The passenger experience industry solution experiences helps in reducing engineering costs in cabin. Fifth, the Union Minister of State in the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship Rajiv Chandrasekhar inaugurates 5 National Institute of Electronics and Information Technology NIELIT centers in Northeast region at Tuibong, Aizwal, Tejpur, Kokrajhar and Kohima. Sixth, the Indian Space Research Organization ISRO is conducting studies and mini projects to enable the vertical landing of its rocket. ISRO is aiming to recover the first 2 rocket stages of the GSLV Mk3, as this would imply a huge cost advantage and savings owing to reusability. Seventh, Andhra Pradesh. The Andhra Pradesh government has constituted a jumbo 81-member board of the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, nominating 52 special invitees on an unprecedented scale, along with 24 regular and 4 ex officio members besides the chairman. On August 8, the government appointed Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy's uncle Y.B. Subba Reddy as TTD chairman for a second consecutive term. Tirupati attracts over 36 million worshippers annually, and the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam would vastly benefit with the addition of eminent personalities as special invitees. 8th, Bihar. 2 boys fined over rupees 900 crore credited into their bank accounts in Katihar, Bihar. The 2 boys have accounts in Uttar Bihar Grameen Bank. They were expecting to get some money under a government scheme to buy school uniform and pay for related expenses. Local reports say that the bank is investigating the transaction. The branch manager told us there was some glitch in the computerized system of sending money. The amount was visible in their statements, but the actual money wasn't in their account. This is the second incident of a huge wrong amount being sent to a bank customer or made to reflect in the statement in Bihar in recent times. 9th, Delhi. In a massive scam case, the Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI) has booked a Delhi-based private firm Indian Technomac for allegedly defrauding 16 banks of funds to the tune of rupees 1528 crore. 10th, Gujarat. The new Council of Ministers of CM Bhupendra Patel was sworn in on 16 September. Governor Acharya Devvrat administered the oath of office and secrecy to the new ministers at Raj Bhavan in Gandhinagar. Total 24 ministers, including 10 cabinet and 14 ministers of state, took oath. 2 women members were included. 11. Himachal. President Ramnath Kovind arrived in Simla on 16 September for a 4-day visit to Himachal Pradesh. Governor Rajendra Biswanath Arlekar, CM Jairam Thakur welcomed him at the Anandale helipad. The President will address the special session of the State Assembly on Friday at 11 am to mark the Golden Jubilee of Himachal Pradesh statehood. 12th, Jammu and Kashmir. Union Minister Narayan Rane lays foundation stone for developing park at Bari Brahman Samba district in Jammu and Kashmir. He also said steps to be taken for upliftment of these ventures and generating employment opportunity for local youth. He urged the unemployed youth of Jammu and Kashmir to take full benefit of various centrally sponsored schemes for employment generation. 13. Karnataka will join a number of states to oppose a proposal of bringing petrol and diesel into the ambit of the GST, as there are concerns such a change may lead to lower revenue. The GST Council is scheduled to meet in Lucknow on 17 September. 14. Maharashtra. The Bombay High Court on Thursday dismissed a petition filed by IPS officer Parambir Singh seeking to quash inquiries initiated against him by the Maharashtra government and said he can approach the Central Administrative Tribunal. He was sentenced out as a Mumbai Police Commissioner in March 2021 in the aftermath of the Antilia bomb scare case. 15. Telangana. On 16 September, unveiled its information technology policy for next 5 years. State Information Technology and Industries Minister K. Tarak Ramarao formally launched the second IT policy in Hyderabad with focus on digital empowerment of citizens' innovation. 16. The Supreme Court Thursday granted last chance to Telangana authorities to permit immersion of Lord Ganesh idols made up of plaster of Paris (POP) in Hussain Sagar Lake in Hyderabad. The Telangana High Court on September 13 had refused to modify its earlier order banning immersion of Ganesh idols made of plaster of Paris (POP) in Hussain Sagar Lake. 17. Telangana Cabinet approves quota for OBCs, SCs, STs for setting up liquor shops. 15% reservation will be extended to the BCs, backward classes, Gowda community, 10% reservation to scheduled castes and 5% reservation to scheduled tribes from the new excise year beginning 1st November. 18. Telangana Saidabad rape accused found dead on railway tracks near Jangaon. The accused Palakonda Raju, age 30, was identified by the tattoo marks on his arms. He was accused in the case of rape and murder of a 6-year-old girl. Last week, Telangana cops had announced a reward of Rs 10 lakh for information on his whereabouts. 19. Uttar Pradesh. The construction work of the first phase of Sri Ram Temple in Ayodhya was completed on 16 September. General Secretary of Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth Kshetra Trust Champat Rai told. 20. Aam Aadmi Party Uttarakhand Chief S.S. Kaler resigned from the post on Tuesday ahead of the assembly polls scheduled next year. Soon after, the party announced 3 working state chiefs. Announcing his resignation, Kaler said that the party has asked him to contest the upcoming election against Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami in Khatima. Khatima is the hometown of Kaler, and he has claimed that he has already started poll preparations with door-to-door contact programs. 21st. West Bengal. The West Bengal CM on 16 September was interacting with the non-Bengali community of Bhabanipur, which makes up 40% of the area's population. She said Bengal will protect Hindustan and will not allow it to become Pakistan or Taliban, as this was the land of Rabindranath and Nazrul. So we all will stay together. Now defense news. 22. Chief of Defence Staff CDS General Bipin Rawat said that there can be more turmoil in Afghanistan. A weaker adversary like Pakistan will always try to engage India. He added that Pakistan is a proxy of China, which is India's adversary on the northern border. 23rd. A combined team of 200 Army and Air Force personnel are in Russia to participate in exercise Peaceful Mission being held between the member states of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization SCO from September 13 to 25. That also includes Pakistan and China. 24th. The Indian Air Force will hold an air show over Dal Lake in Srinagar on September 26 that will help motivate the youth of Jammu and Kashmir to join the Indian Air Force, according to officials. More than 3,000 school children and college students will attend the show. 25th. Ministry of Defence has constituted a high-level expert committee for a comprehensive review of National Cadet Corps (NCC). The committee's efforts will be to make NCC more relevant in changed times. 26. Cricket icon Mahendra Singh Dhoni and industrialist Anand Mahindra were on Thursday named in a 15-member panel constituted by the Defence Ministry to carry out a comprehensive review of the National Cadet Corps (NCC) in order to make it more relevant. 27. The 8th edition of the Indian Army Chiefs Conclave, a gathering of serving and former chiefs of army staff of the Indian Army, organized at New Delhi from September 16 to 18. The highlight of the 3-day event will be the invite extended to former chiefs of the Nepali Army who are also chiefs of the Indian Army. International news. First, PM Modi will virtually address the 21st meeting of Shanghai Cooperation Organization SCO Council of Heads of State today. The meeting is hosted by Tajikistan capital Dushanbe, where India will be represented by External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar. Second, Indo-US cooperation will go a long way in restoring normalcy and boosting the economy in the post-pandemic world. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh has said, inviting technology collaboration and transfer through joint ventures with Indian company. Third, PM Modi discusses comprehensive strategic partnership with Australian PM Scott Morrison on 15 September. PM Modi held a virtual discussion with Australian PM Scott Morrison where both leaders discussed the India-Australia Comprehensive Strategic Partnership's rapid progress, including the recent 2+2 dialogue which took place in New Delhi. Fourth, India and Australia held a 2+2 ministerial dialogue to improve ties and the Indo-Pacific region's defense and security system. Fifth, PM Modi is slated to attend the Quadrilateral Framework Leaders Summit in Washington on September 24 alongside Australian PM Scott Morrison, Japanese PM Yoshihide Suga and US President Joe Biden. The leaders are expected to discuss regional problems of common interest during the meeting, as well as the progress made since their first virtual summit on March 12. 6. The 15th East Asia Summit Energy Ministers meeting was held on 16 September virtually. Minister of State for Power Krishan Pal Gurjar attended the meeting along with other senior officials of the ministry from the Indian side. 7. The theme of the meeting, We Care, Be Prepared, Be Prosper, aimed at coordinating efforts of ASEAN countries in pursuing the goal of energy security and energy transition that will benefit the people of the region. World News. First, today's star of the latest Google Doodle, Misio Sujimura, born on 17 September 1888. Saitama, Japan, was a Japanese agricultural scientist and biochemist whose research focused on the components of green tea. She was the first woman in Japan to receive a doctoral degree in agriculture. Second, US, UK and Australia have announced the formation of AUKUS, a new trilateral security partnership for Indo-Pacific region. It was announced in a joint address by British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, his Australian counterpart Scott Morrison and US President Joe Biden with a vision for a safer and more secure Indo-Pacific. Third, the Quad leaders PM Modi, Japanese PM Yoshihide Suga, Australian PM Scott Morrison and US President Joe Biden will meet at the White House on the 25th of this month. Both Quad and now AUKUs are more than likely to be seen as counterweights to China's growing muscle flexing in the Indo-Pacific region. Fourth, French President Emmanuel Macron has said that the French military forces have killed the head of Islamic State in the Greater Sahara, Adnan Abu Walid al-Sahrawi. Fifth, 3 Bangladeshi films have been selected for the 26th Busan International Film Festival (BIFF) to be held at Haeundae, Busan in South Korea from 6 to 15 October. Rehana Maryam Noor, directed by Abdullah Muhammad Saad, No Land's Man, directed by Mustafa Sarwar Farooqi, and Payat Tolai Matti Nai, No Ground Beneath the Feet by Rabi Mridha have been included in the section named A Window on Asian Cinema of the festival. 6. South Korea has successfully completed an underwater test launch of an indigenous submarine launched ballistic missile SLBM on 15 September. 7. Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan has said that US war against terrorism was disastrous for Pakistan as Washington used Islamabad like a hired gun during their 20-year presence in Afghanistan. This comes 2 days after US Secretary of State Antony Blinken on 13 September said the US would reassess its ties with Pakistan following the military drawdown from Afghanistan. 8. Everyone left. Afghanistan's Panjshir, now a ghost town with old men and livestock. Most had fled south to the capital Kabul before the Taliban swept. Fighters in Afghanistan's Panjshir vowed to battle the Taliban to the last man. But nearly 2 weeks after the hardline Islamists celebrated victory, parts of the Raqq Valley lie empty and abandoned. Sports news. First, Indian cricket team captain Virat Kohli on 16 September announced he will step down as India's T20 skipper after the T20 World Cup in UAE, but will continue to lead the side in ODIs and Test cricket, a decision that paves the way for Rohit Sharma to captain in the shortest format. Second, India's ODI tour of New Zealand postponed to 2022. India will not be touring New Zealand later in the year due to a packed calendar and COVID-19 related restrictions. A New Zealand Cricket NZC spokesperson confirmed to Stuff that the India games will be played after the T20 World Cup in Australia next year. Third, New Zealand will be hosting Bangladesh, the Netherlands, and South Africa in the summer, besides the 7 teams in the Women's World Cup in March-April. Other news, US dollar $1 equals to rupees 73.52, British pound sterling 1 GBP equal to 101.68, Punjab capital Chandigarh, Chief Minister Captain Amarinder Singh, Governor Banwari Lal Purohit. Gold rupees 48,190 per 10 gram 24 carat, silver 67,700 per kilogram, petrol rupees 102.37, diesel rupees 90.79 per liter, LPG rupees 918 per 14.2 kilogram. Bombay Stock Exchange BSE Sensex 59,141.16, Nifty 17,629.50. Facts about India. Jalandhar is named after Jalandhar, a demon king who lived in water, as his name suggests, Jal, water, and Andhar, in. During British occupation it was called Julundur. The district is named after Jalandhar, a demon king who finds a mention in the Purana and Mahabharata. According to another legend, Jalandhar was the capital of the kingdom of Yao, son of Ram. According to yet another version, Jalandhar is said to have derived its name from the vernacular term Jalandhar, means area inside the water, that is tract lying between the two rivers Satluj and Beej. Still another name of Jalandhar had been Trigartha, as it was waters by three rivers Satluj, Beej and Ravi. Importance of the day. 17 September celebrated as World Patient Safety Day. The day is observed on 17 September. It was established by the 72nd World Health Assembly in May 2019, following the adoption of resolution of WHA 72.6 on Global Action on Patient Safety. Thought of the day. Unexpected results and problems are part of life. Never lose hope in any condition, because darkness of night always ends with the light of the day. जोक ऑफ द डे. पप्पू इंग्लिश के पेपर में फेल हो गया ट्रांसलेशन की वजह से. फर्स्ट, मैं एक आदमी हूँ. ही रोट आई एम अ मैंगो मैन. दूसरा, मुझसे इंग्लिश आती है. इंग्लिश कम्स टू मी. तीसरा, मेरा ताल्लुक हरिपुर हजारा से है. आई बिलोंग टू ग्रीनपुर थाउजांडा. चौथा, सड़क पर गोलियां चल रही हैं. टैबलेट्स आर वॉकिंग ऑन द रोड. वाई वी गेट ड्रीम्स इन डीप स्लीप. After deep sleep, your brain starts to perk up and its electrical activity starts to resemble the brain when it is awake. This is the period of the night when most dreams happen. Your muscles are temporarily paralyzed and your eyes dart back and forth, giving this stage its name, rapid eye movement, REM sleep. Sleep can be divided into two broad stages: non-rapid eye movement NREM and rapid eye movement REM sleep. The vast majority of our sleep, around 75 to 80%, is NREM, characterized by electrical patterns in the brain known as sleep spindles and high, slow delta waves. This is the time we sleep the deepest. REM sleep is the period during the night when we have our most vivid dreams, but people dream during both NREM and REM sleep. During NREM sleep, dreams tend to be more concept based, whereas during REM sleep, dreams are more vivid and emotional. Learn Sanskrit. Kshudrata means inferiority. Na sanam acharye bhuktva. Never take bath immediately after taking food, because food digestion is affected. How spring water comes. The water for spring comes from underground sources called aquifers. Aquifers are most commonly inside permeable rock or underground layers of materials like sand, clay and gravel. These substances function as a sponge, soaking up water that seeps down into them. Less common are aquifers made of free bodies of water, but these do happen in areas where eroded limestone forms karst. A spring is simply a place where the water from an aquifer flows out of the ground naturally. In this respect, it is useful to think of a spring as a naturally occurring well. In a well, one must dig into the ground to reach the aquifer and tap the water supply. In springs, those conditions are already present and on the surface. Some springs only flow during particular times of a year. For example, an aquifer that is highly reliant on seasonal rainfall or snow melt to feed it may not be able to sustain a spring all year around. There would still be water in the aquifer, but not enough to sustain the outflow of the spring. Because aquifers are often made of stone, water passing through them will pick up minerals from local deposits. That is how mineral water is created. Because not all aquifers and mineral deposits are the same, the water from a particular mineral spring may have its own unique taste. Some aquifers are located near sources of geothermal activity which heats the water. If that hot water feeds a spring, the result is a hot spring. GK today. Erode Venkatappa Ramasamy, 17 September 1879 to 24 December 1973, commonly known as Periyar, also referred to as Thamthai Periyar, was an Indian social activist and politician who started the self-respect movement and Dravidar Kazhagam. He is known as the father of the Dravidian movement. The Tamil Nadu government has decided to celebrate every year the birth anniversary of reformist leader E.V. Ramaswamy Periyar on 17 September as a Social Justice Day. Born today, Sri Narendra Damodar Das Modi, born 17 September 1950, is an Indian politician, the 14th and current Prime Minister of India since 2014. He was the Chief Minister of Gujarat from 2001 to 2014 and is the Member of Parliament for Varanasi. Idioms and phrases: run around in circles means putting efforts into something that is not worthwhile result. Vedic Gyan: kindly inform if given information vary from actual facts. Hindu deities are seldom depicted without their particular vahan, vehicles on which they travel. These vahans are either animals or birds and symbolizes the various forces they ride. They represent the strength and beauty of the deity and at times symbolize various human traits, including those that are negative. The negative traits are those that the gods are said to overpower. First, Lord Shiva's Vahan Nandi. It represents strength and virility. Vayu, the wind god, is depicted riding a deer. Bhairava has a dog as his mount. Kalratri, a form of Kali, rides a donkey. Kartikeya has a peacock. Lord Vishnu Vahan Garud. Surya rides a chariot drawn by 7 white horses. Indra Airavat. Ganesh Mausika, mouse. Ayyappan has a tiger. Yam has a water buffalo. Kuber has a mongoose. Kalki has a horse. Vishwakarma an elephant and swan. Durga travels on a fierce tiger. Lakshmi has a owl. Goddess Saraswati Vahan Hans represents wisdom, grace and beauty. Sunny Vahan's vulture, raven or crow that represses thieving tendencies. While Lord Ganesh Vahan is the mouse, which symbolizes crushing useless thoughts. Healthcare home remedies. Note, these home tips are followed in villages or ancient tradition. It is up to you to use it or not. Benefits of eating soaked kala chana in morning. Daily consumption of around 3/4 cup of chickpeas help to decrease LDL cholesterol and total cholesterol triglycerides. The carbohydrates in kala chana are digested slowly, which reduces the blood sugar levels. This contributes to insulin resistance, thereby reducing the risk of getting type 2 diabetes. Soaked black chana is rich in fiber, which helps in improving the digestive system. It flushes out all the harmful toxins from your body and keeps your digestive tract healthy. As a rich source of iron, kala chana can prevent anemia and boost your energy levels. This is particularly beneficial for pregnant and lactating women as well as growing children. Iron plays an important role in the formation of hemoglobin, which helps transport oxygen from the lungs to all body cells. Regards, C.H. Naveen Kumar from Subhodaya News. Annadanam param danam vidyadanam atah param. Annena kshanika tripti yavajvincham vidyaya. Providing food to poor and needy person is the best charitable deed, but making people learn by teaching them is the supreme form of charity. Food gives momentary satisfaction, but the knowledge will empower them to lead a satisfactory life. Thank you for watching English News Service.